So good morning, we're out here in the bee yard again, and we're going to dig into our what I call OTS builders. So we've done a typical OTS notching scenario with brood frames from a number of these hives, but instead of taking the queen out of these hives a week ago to encourage the bees to build cells, what we did was we created this strong, we actually made 3 of these, we created a strong queenless cell builder, just a queenless hive. We shook in copious nurse bees, gave them some sealed brood so they'd have continuous refresh of young bees, and then we put all of our notch frames from the other hives that we pulled out into this builder. So we've got, I don't know, we probably have 7 to 9 frames or so in here that we're now going to pull out, gather other resources for, and make up 5-frame mating nucs. Stick those off on the other side of the yard and wait for them to mate. So that's what we're up to today.
Just Jay's hive tool.
Hive tool away from home. Hive tool.
Yep. So, Jay. And then Brad will lose it.
Hear a May?
Oh yeah.
Hear that queenless roar? We have no queen and we don't have what we need to make one, and we're upset. So you can have that.
Yep.
So that was just a honey frame that Jay's going to use for a nuc. We didn't make up our nucs very well today, so we're going to be stealing frames everywhere. You want another one?
Sure. I always want to do that.
There's a pollen frame.
Should be a couple pollen frames in there.
This one's got some pollen on it and some nectar, so it'll be alright too. Okay, so here's our first cell frame.
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth. There's some nice cells down the bottom there. And a nice cell there. I'll bring it over for the nice people on YouTube to see. So I hope you can see those cells. There's 2 here. This one's not closed yet. One up here. And 2 here. So I'm just going to stick those in a nuc as is. I'm not going to bother culling any of those. I've done a lot of I've made a lot of nucs with multiple cells like that, and I've been successful, so I feel no compulsion to need to cull those. So I see a notch here that's been repaired, so that's a failure, and a notch here that's been repaired, so that's another failure. Put that in there for now. The ladies are coming up here to see what's going on. I'll show them what's going on right here. Smoke is what's going on. So I see another cell here, which is nice.
Right off
another cell there, that's great. And I don't see one there. So we have 1 cell on that. If we can double that one up, we will.
Okay. No, there's...
You got another one? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay.
So that's good.
3 cells. So I don't see anything there. So I see a repaired notch there. I see a repaired notch there. 1 there, and so there are no cells on that frame either. These frames were not marked as having been notched. It's a lot of cups, of course. Queenless hive and all.
Just shake the bees if you can.
Yeah. You can have that whole frame if you want, or just shake it.
What, you don't want this cell?
Is there a cell there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I'm getting blind. Yeah, but there's only one, eh? So
there's only one, unfortunately.
kind of mark it in your mind where it is. We'll try and put another one in there.
All right. This has a lot of pollen, so I'm gonna try to.
Do you need any nectar? Here's a nice
Yeah, I
nectar
do.
frame.
Huh?
Nice nectar frame.
Okay.
That'll do them good. So these two remaining frames, they've actually got a nice bit of sealed brood on them still. Haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do, but I'm going to set that box over there for now.
I think we went through these already. These ones on the bottom.
Did we?
Yeah. But double check anyways.
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't. Or maybe we saw some, but they weren't quite capped yet.
There are no markings.
Well, I think they were eating them away, weren't they?
Yeah,
On this one.
they kind of were. There's a slab of brood. Still, must have been pretty young going in there. Big slab of brood right on the outside of a great big honey frame. Do you want that one? Honey frame?
Sure. Because we're knocking this builder down to 1, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna use this one again. So we can take everything out. We only need to use one of our remaining builders. I've got another little project going on here. We're going to use one of our builders. So that's just a drone frame with honey. Nothing much. So we'll take everything here. If you want extra,
I need shakes of bees. Well, I can
there's
use.
a great big brood frame.
Oh,
Wow. Do you want that as is?
sure. You know me.
You can take that one too on the ground. Take whatever you want. These nucs will be nice and strong with those extra brood frames. Wow.
Okay, I'm taking this one here.
Okay.
That'll add.
Yeah, I can see a failed notch on this one. I see a cell that she's feeding. She's feeding that cell.
Is she?
Yeah. But that's kind of old. I'm afraid that cell would be too old.
That it should be too old at this point.
I'm gonna call it. It's too old. Sorry. I'm kind of torn what to do with all this wonderful brood.
Well,
There's lots. See, there's brood and pollen and honey, so that'd be a perfect frame.
Okay.
See, there's another one she's feeding. But those are not notches, so those will be older. See? That wasn't a notch.
No, that wasn't a notch.
Get her to come out of there and then I'll pick that off.
Okay, we got these boxes that we pulled. So with doing the builders, we pulled from these mother hives. Some of them were just packed with brood. That's why you got so much brood happening.
Yeah.
So you could go back and she'll have fresh eggs in there. We can notch again.
Put back in
into
here.
This builder.
Yeah.
And go your second round again.
I could. I think I'll use one builder for that, though.
Yeah.
So this one will take down. Okay, I'm getting nothing but nectar now. What do I got? I've got 2 frames of brood here. Do you want to shake any more bees? I'd like to knock this one down a bit more so I can put an incumbent nuke back in it.
Believe it or not, I need some notches.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I know. We gotta
So
go
do you have all the bees you need right now?
Well, I mean, I'll just take these broods and I'll pull them in, and then We'll go to the next one, and then when we pull notches out, then these are prepped with bees.
Okay.
Or you can leave them here and do your thing.
I'd like to make this weaker
Yeah.
so I can put a nuke back in it.
So could I steal these then?
Yeah, if you can use those.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
You can just shake the bees, and I'll take the brood. Either way.
Yeah. Can we come back and steal from here?
Absolutely.
When I got
yeah, let's stick
later?
this back in here.
Just stick it in there for now, and
No bees in there?
there's like 5 bees.
Okay. Okay, so that's our first builder. So I'm gonna turn the video off because we're just gonna do that same thing
Over and over. And
2 more times with the other 2 builders.